Kemi was just 22 years old. She had big dreams. She wanted to finish university. She wanted to become a nurse. But one phone call changed her life. It was from her uncle's neighbor. "Hello, Kemi. Come quick oh. Your uncle Bode don't fall. He no fit talk again. Please hurry." Kemi was shocked. She dropped the phone, packed her bag and ran to the park to catch the latest bus. She didn't even bother to ask the neighbor too many questions. She didn't wait for her to tell her what was going on. What she just knew was one thing: the man who raised her was in big trouble. Kemi's parents died when she was just 12 years old. Her mother had cancer and her father had an accident. They both died 2 years apart. After that, nobody wanted to carry her burden. Her aunt said she's too quiet and they are struggling. Because of that, they cannot be able to take in Kemi and take care of her. But one person stood out: Uncle Bode. He came for her. He took her in his home in Ibadan, gave her food, paid her school fees. He made sure that Kemi lacked nothing while staying with him. He always encouraged Kemi not to bother herself, just to make your parents proud. Because once you are good, your parents that are in the grave will be so happy and proud of you. And I will take care of you as long as I'm alive. And Uncle Bode stick to his words. Uncle Bode also had grown-up children, but they are all married and they are living their lives. So his focus was only on Kemi. Uncle Bode shared the little he had. Sometimes he gave Kemi the last card he has on him, just for her to use and go to school. Kemi loved him so much, not because the man was rich enough to take care of her, but because he was the only one that showed her what real love is like. Kemi managed like that and finished secondary school. Because she's a very brilliant student, she got into the nursing school very fast. When she received the news, Uncle Bode was so happy. He danced around the house. "Hey, God, don't do amo. So my daughter is now going to be a nurse. Chai, your parents will be so happy for you." Kemi was also proud of herself. She smiled and hugged him tightly. "Thank you so much, Uncle Bode. I will take care of you one day, I promise. I will make money and I will never leave your side." But Kemi didn't know that the day would come so soon. It was her second year in the university that the phone rang that day. Kemi had just finished her morning lecture. She had only 4,000 naira left with her and she was saving it to buy textbooks when the phone rang and the neighbor told her what happened. She took the 4,000 naira and entered bus, went straight to Ibadan to see Uncle Bode. When she got there, she cried so badly. Uncle Bode was lying on the bed. One of his face were bent. His mouth were just drooling. He couldn't even move his right hand. The doctor told her that it was stroke and he need daily care, medicine and physiotherapy. Kemi looked around the hospital ward. No one else was there. No cousin, none of his children, not even a family member. No one came to see Uncle Bode, only her. She picked her phone immediately and called his first son Tunde, but Tunde did not pick up. She tried and tried. He couldn't pick. Then he called the second one, Femi. His phone was switched off. He then called the last daughter. That one didn't even pick up. She then sent a messages to the WhatsApp group that they created. "Please oh, Uncle Bode is very sick. I'm at the hospital right now. He had a stroke and he needs help." After so many hours of posting that, only one person managed to reply her. "Papa is sick? Chai, so sorry. Please, I'm busy this week. Keep us posted on this WhatsApp group so that we'll know when and how to help out. And that was it. No one came to see him. And no one called Kemi to ask her what was really going on. Kemi stayed at the hospital. She had to drop out of the school that semester. Every morning, she would help Uncle Bade. She would feed him with her spoon, washed his clothes, clean his body when he messed himself up. Sometimes, Kemi would see how Uncle Bode is really struggling. Tears would be coming out of the man's eyes. And Kemi would keep on encouraging him. It's okay, uncle, don't cry. I am here. Your Kemi is here. I will take care of you. Though Uncle Bode could not talk because of the stroke, he would always blink slowly, and that was his thank you. And Kemi understood everything perfectly. Soon, the money Kemi had with her finished. And there is no way Uncle Bode could give her money. The man could not move his hands, nor can he talk. So there is no way she could raise money. She reached out to the children. None of them responded anything positively. Everyone was now living their lives and they forgot their own father. Not even the daughter said, okay, let me send you something. All of them just kept quiet. Kemi think of what to do, and the only solution was to start selling something to raise money. She remembered one of her old classmates who sells skincare cream. She then started chatting her and begged her if she can start selling for her. The lady replied yes, of course, and that was how she put Kemi through, and Kemi started taking orders online. She sold cream, soaps, even earrings just to make money. She used the profit from the things she was selling to buy medicine and keep up with the hospital bills. But the whole thing was really overwhelming for Kemi. Sometimes when she go home and would be in the kitchen cooking, she would just be crying, asking God, why is it just me? Why is the children not helping out? What is going on? Is this how they hate their father? After that, Kemi will ask God to continue giving her strength so that she can hold on, because the responsibility is too much on her. She would just wipe her tears and then go back to the hospital with what she cooked in order to help Uncle Bode to get better. She couldn't pay the hospital bill any longer and they were discharged. When they got home, Kemi continued to care for her uncle, and still none of the children still showed up or sent money for her to use and do whatever she needed to do with money. But 3 months after, her cousin Tunde finally showed up, Uncle Bode's first son. He came in wearing gold chain, forming the big man. He looked around and just said to Kemi, so this is how daddy has been living? Kemi, why is this place smelling like this? Kemi was really annoyed because she just cleaned up the father's mess that morning before Tunde walked in. Daddy, can you even hear me? I'm back, Uncle Bede did not even move. Then Kemi said to him, have you forgotten that he cannot move? You can see that he has stroke. He cannot talk or do anything. Chai, Kemi, you are doing your best, Chai. I'm a busy man, and you can see that I come all the way from Abuja so that I will visit him. Even though it was business that carried me and come to this Ibadan, and I will be leaving today. I will be staying over, but I will try my best to visit again. Kemi was confused. Are you being serious? So you didn't even come to see your father? But Tunde looked at her. I said, I came to see him. At the same time, I came because of business. But I will need to leave because I have an emergency. Kemi then asked him if he would send some money, or better still give her some money so that the two of them can manage, because she barely fits well and there is no money anywhere. Tunde now told her that he would send money to her, and in less than 15 minutes afterwards, Tunde left. Kemi stood there speechless. She couldn't even believe that a children of a man this kind could do this kind of thing to him. No one cares about him. Was he not a loving father? Or are these children just being unnecessarily selfish and wicked? But Tunde did not keep to his words. As he left that house, he switched off his phone. It was as if he even blocked Kemi, because Kemi kept on calling and texting messages, yet no reply. And that was how he did not send the money anymore. Kemi even had to start selling her best shoes just to buy insulin for her uncle. She sold anything her hands can lay on so that she would not starve in that house. She never stopped caring, and she never shouted at her uncle. She never complained to him. Instead, Kemi would sit down and talk to him. One evening, she sat beside him and started talking to him. Uncle, do you remember when I broke your glasses and you chased me around the house with a cane? The both of them laughed, though Uncle Bode did not laugh out loud. He just blinked twice, showing that he remembered. After they finished talking, Kemi then said good night to him and went to sleep. Early in the morning, she woke up to go and check on him and know how he was doing. As Kemi touched him, his body was cold. Uncle Bode, she called out to him, but the man did not answer. He did not blink as he used to. She kept on tapping him, no way. With her experience as a nursing student, she checked his vitals and found out that Uncle Bode was already gone. Just like that, without hearing him say goodbye. Kemi cried and cried and cried, but tears could not bring back Uncle Bode. She then informed the family immediately. The next day, in less than 24 hours, all of them came back with big cars, dark glasses. Hey, my father, oh, my father, oh. They kept on crying. Kemi just stood at the back, looking at them. Though she couldn't hold back her tears, but those things she was looking at is looking like facade. So now your father died and all of you came back here forming that you people are hot that your father died. But when he needed your help, none of you wanted to help out. The whole thing really shocked Kemi, but she kept quiet. She couldn't even open her mouth and lay her frustration out. If not, they would face her. She decided to keep her mouth shut. In less than 2 weeks, the burial was done immediately. They said there was no time waiting. He's an old man. They'd have to just bury him and everybody will move on with their lives. The burial was big. Cows were killed. Photographers snapping everywhere. No one even appreciated her. No one mentioned her name. But Kemi did not even mind. What she knew was that Uncle Bode was with her till his last breath. At least she tried her best. After the burial, 1 week later after the burial, a man came in suits and told Kemi, I am Barrister Akiwale. I handled your uncle's estate. He left a will and you are inside that will. Please make sure that you do not leave this house. Stay here until the will is being read. Kemi was even surprised. Me? Yes. Okay, oh. As she decided to stay in that house, Uncle Bode's children turned her to a housemaid. She swept, she cleaned, she packed all their belongings. In fact, the children started to show their true colors on her. It started with Tunde, who shouted at her at any slightest thing. Always, remove that bag from that seat, you dirty pig. He would insult her both left, right and center, where it was not even needed. Kemi would collect. Sometimes, Kemi will greet him and he will not even reply. One evening, Kemi decided to relax at the sitting room. She sat down and was watching television when Tunde and one of the sisters came out. Hey, this girl, are you still here? Ha, you were forming loyal daughter. Can you imagine this girl? I thought you are supposed to have left since that the man you have been taking care of is dead. Look at the way you are sitting down here, behaving as if you own the house. Better get prepared, because we will soon send you out of this house. Kemi kept quiet. She did not reply them. She just stood up and left. She couldn't even sleep that night. She cried on the floor. What sort of family is this? These are my blood though. Why are they treating me with so much anger? I am not the one that killed Uncle Bode. I'm the one that took care of him. Is this the thank you they will tell me? Ah, God, please. Help me get away from this trouble. I don't know where else to go. This is the only home I have. Uncle Bode took me in as his own. He took care of me from my teenage age till now. Where would I go to? But as days goes by, Kemi will be in the kitchen cooking. She will be hearing the children of Uncle Bode saying how they will sell that one, sell this one, sell the house that she's even standing on, so that they will all return back to their lives. After all, no one will stay there. Kemi kept quiet. That one is not her business. Kemi's focus is on how to raise money so that she would go back to school. How she can start up her life all over again, rent an apartment and start up life. She doesn't have a dime on her. She has spent all the money she had, helping Uncle Bode to get back on his feet. But unfortunately, the man died. She had nowhere else to go. She has given her savings, her dream, her school for Uncle Bode. Now, the children, instead of them to appreciate her, at least send her back to school, they are here looking at her as a competition, calling her all sorts of names and insulting her. Kemi kept on praying to God to help her find a way so that she will get out of this situation she's seeing herself already. She remembered her friends from school. Some of them are now nurses, some are now working in hospital, and her, she's just sitting down washing plates in a house that she no longer belonged to. 2 days later, the lawyer arrived. He came with a black folder and glasses. He introduced himself to the children. My name is Barrister Akinwale. Tunde and the rest of the children sat at the parlor. Kemi was also sitting, but she sat at the corner of the house. Good morning, everyone, the lawyer greeted again. We are here to read the will of late Mr. Bode Olakunle. The lawyer cleared his throat and read slowly. I, Bode Olakunle, being of sound mind, do write this will, in good health and with my sanity intact. I was not forced. I thank God for my life. I thank God for my children. And I thank especially Kemi, my niece. I know I was not the best father, but I tried on my own way to raise my children, to give them the best life they could ever get. But it was as if I failed woefully in raising them to have love for one another. To my first son, Tunde, I leave my wristwatch and my collection of old books. Tunde was confused. Wristwatch, ke? The lawyer asked him to calm down because he's not done. To Femi, my second son, I leave my radio and 2 old paintings in my room. Femi looked up sharply. Painting? Ha! Is this man joking? And to my daughter, I leave nothing to you because you are married and you have your husband and your children to take care of. As per how? She shouted. The lawyer continued. To Kemi, the one who stayed when others ran away. Everyone turned their backs on their own father, but Kemi stood by me. I left the house at number 8 at the Wolowale Street, the 3-bedroom flat in Akure, my savings account at Unity Bank, and my shop complex at Challenge Market. All of them are for you. Please do not in any way be pressured to share all this with my children. They have money, They are rich. They have their own family. Let them make money and give to their own sons and children. As for me, I don't have any children and sons and daughters anymore. If they could abandon me at my dying state, I don't know what else they want from me. I've tried my best to give them the life they wanted. So, do not in any way be pressured to give them any goddamn thing. The lawyer closed the file and told them that he was done reading. Tunde jumped up. No, this is fake. This girl bewitched our father. Femi was standing beside him. Lies. This will must be changed. Where is the real one? Kemi sat still. She didn't even say any word. She was just looking at the lawyer. Are you sure? The lawyer kept on smiling, nodding, yes, I am. Your uncle signed it with his own hands. I witnessed it. He changed his will a week before he died. Kemi covered her mouth. She didn't believe what she just heard. Her life just changed in a twinkle of an eye. But Uncle Bode's children did not agree. They called Kemi thief. So this is why you stayed, Abi? This is why you carry all our father's property on your head. You were taking care of him so that we will call you the righteous one. Wicked soul. Kemi could not stand there and watch them talk to her in such a manner. She stood up and looked at them confidently, one by one in their eyes. I, Kemi, washed your father's body when he messed himself up. I fed him pap, fed him food. I cleaned his vomit. I gave up my school. I sold a lot of things just to buy his drugs. If I was after your father's money, will I do all of that? I wasn't even after anything. I was just taking care of the man who took me in when everyone rejected me. I, Kemi, did what you three refused to do to your own father, the man that gave birth to the three of you. You know, I kept on asking myself, what really happened that I called, texted, you three blocked me from getting to you. I had no money on me. But none of you cared, even when he was your father. Now all of a sudden, because of the good things I did for him, you think I bewitched him? You dare not call me a thief next time. The barrister Akinwale cut her off. Kemi, it is okay. There is more. You guys should calm down. Your father knew that all of you here might not believe what was going on. That is why he did this. The lawyer brought out a flash drive and put it on the television, turned it on for the whole family to watch. It was a video from Uncle Bode. He managed to sit at the hospital bed. Even with the stroke, he managed to talk one-sided. If you are watching this, it means I am no longer alive. I want to speak from my heart. This is not just a will. These are my final words. To my children, the ones I carried in my arms, the ones I paid school fees for, the ones I hoped would care for me, the ones I never remarried just to take care of you three as a single father after your mother died. Where were you when I could not walk? Where were you when I messed up myself? When I cried in the night? Tunde and Femi looked at themselves. They knew they messed up. I waited. I called. I begged. But none of you came. Only one person showed me love. Kemi, my niece. Kemi fed me when I could not feed myself. She cleaned up my mess. She gave me dignity and she gave me peace. To my children who abandoned me, there is nothing for you. To Kemi, who gave me everything when I had nothing, I will give you everything. All my houses, all my land, my money, all my businesses. This is not revenge. This is justice. As you can see, I am managing to talk with the help of the doctors and my lawyer. I needed to make this video before I shut down completely. As the video ended, Tunde jumped up. This is witchcraft. This is a lie. It's fake. Kemi too. My father was not in his right mind. The man in that video was sick. He could barely talk. He doesn't know what he was doing. You better tell us where you kept the real will. The lawyer stood and said to them, this video is legal. He, your father, signed it. He recorded it before witnesses. You can go to that hospital and ask the doctor. You can go to court too if you feel that this is fake. But just know that you will lose money and you will also lose the case because there is nothing here to fight for. Tunde still looked at Kemi and kept on still blaming her and accusing her. So you planned this, eh? But Kemi had had it enough of the accusation. Planned what? Planned what? That your father would be sick? Or that all of you ignored his calls? Which one? You people laughed at me and called me foolish maid when you came back home here. Immediately you heard your father died, you drove in your baby cars, come and be doing as if you are the best daughter and the best sons in the house. But when your father was dying, none of you showed support. He gave me everything and all of you here are crying. Was I crying when I was using sponge without my soap to clean my body because I used my last card to buy food for me and your father to eat? Kemi angrily walked away. She didn't even say anything else to them. They all sat there, sad, confused, and don't even know what else to do because the father left them with nothing. They wished him dead, maybe because they felt like once the man died, they would inherit everything. But unfortunately, the man gave them the shock of their lives. Just 1 week after the will was read, Kemi's life changed. She went and signed documents so that everything would belong to her and would be in her name. The house, everything, the cars, everything is now hers. But Kemi was not proud or became wicked. She told Tunde and the rest that they could stay as long as they want, that she is not chasing anybody away and they can come back anytime they want because the house will still be here. Kemi reminded them that they are still blood regardless. But shame could not let them stay. They packed their bags quietly and left one after the other. They went back to their lives. After all, they were doing well before they come and seek for what does not seek for them. One evening, as Kemi stepped out of the house, one of the neighbors, the same woman who called her to inform her of Uncle Bode's sickness, she met her, Auntie Rose. Kemi, the woman was so happy to see her. I heard the news, oh, chai, God don't lift you, my dear. Kemi smiled. Yes, Auntie Rose, thank you so much. And thank you for that call that day. Imagine. You're a good child though. I remember when you used to cry at night here. Now see your life. God have changed it. Kemi was so happy. They greeted and Kemi walked past. Kemi returned back to school, finished her school and opened a small clinic in Uncle Bode's name, Bode's Family Care Center. With that clinic, she decided to give out drugs with little or no fee. Even if they are selling it ₦1 at the next pharmacy, once you come to her clinic, you will get a free consultation with her and you would always get the drugs at just 10%. But she did this for only old people. Kemi too did not stop helping Uncle Bode's children. Whenever they call for help, maybe for money or for anything important, Kemi is always there to assist them. At least they learned their lesson the hard way. Life will always test you. Sometimes it will look like foolishness. Sometimes people will even laugh at you. They will mock you. They will call you names. But if your heart is clean, if your love is pure, God will always prepare a table in front of your enemies. Because those who stay when others run away will sit on the throne when the dust settles. Hello besties, I hope Uncle Bode taught the children a very good lesson with what he did. What do you guys think about the story? Please tell me in the comment section. Do not forget to share with your friends and your loved ones, and give it a very big thumbs up because I know you enjoyed this just the way I enjoyed recording it. Do not forget to click that subscribe button, very important, so that you'll be notified when I post my next story. Until next time, Mona here, goodbye and stay blessed.